Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I have 5 words for you. Mike O'Hearn is an idiot. Before I get into that topic, if you guys have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, Mike O'Hearn is an idiot in my opinion, and he probably doesn't care about my opinion, but I care about you guys, so I'm going to make this video. Somebody shared a video with me in the comments section from Mike O'Hearn, and it basically is saying to look your best, you don't need cardio. You don't need cardio year-round. All you really need is a walk 3 times a week for 20 minutes. The heart is incredibly strong. Therefore, you don't need cardio. Made statements like long-distance runners are just dropping dead from heart attacks, etc. So I'm trying to piece all this together because it's one of the biggest shit pile videos I've ever seen in my life. And I really can't fathom at this point why anybody takes people like him seriously. From the whole duck egg fiasco to now saying the heart is an incredibly strong muscle and you are better off just walking 3 times for 20 minutes than you are for doing anything that gets your heart rate elevated and then injecting nonsense, misinformation or bad information that long distance runners are dropping dead from heart attacks. One of the things that I've spent, my career was as an editor in the fitness industry, and I would see articles come my way. I would see studies come my way. I would cross-reference things, check things, fact-check, etc., because I never like to put out shit information, if possible. Sometimes it's like a goalie. Something is going to get through you in the 5-hole, by you in the 5-hole, and you make a mistake, etc. But I recall one recent study basically saying that elevated, or longer sessions of cardiovascular work or endurance work actually improved telomere length, and it helped with longevity. So there was a hint at that. But, that aside, the heart is a whole different issue, right? The heart is a whole different issue. So basically what Mike did was get on video and tell everybody, basically you don't need to do cardio year-round. And by his definition of cardio, it's something that is like elliptical, something that gets your heart rate elevated. It's not just walking 3 times for a week for 20 minutes, and correct me if I'm wrong or misinterpreting what he said. But basically his definition of cardio is something beyond that, something beyond just a little bit of walking, something that bodybuilders do, something that we do in the gym, on elliptical or Stairmaster, something that gets our heart rate elevated. And then he end caps this by saying that, endurance runners are dropping dead from heart attacks. And the whole, he makes some points in the video saying the heart is so strong that it's just amazing at how it can keep us alive. And he references some 700-pound guy in the Midwest whose heart is keeping him alive. The opposite is actually true, Mike. The opposite is actually true. If you look at longevity statistics, and this is an area that I have really obsessed about, one of the areas that I've loved to study, one of the areas I'm passionate about because I nearly died from being obese, is that yes, the heart is strong. But if you look at obesity statistics, primarily in men that are overweight, once you get over the weight of about 240, 250, you're looking at, and this is pure numbers. This isn't a fairy tale. We're looking at numbers. Who dies, what their weight is, right? No scientific skew. If you look at men over 250 pounds, they lose about an average of 7 years off their life, give or take. Ballpark ranges, but we know it's around there. Once you get up to about 300 pounds, it's more like maybe about 10 years off your life, maybe 10 to 14. So we know that once men get above that 240 mark, they're kind of getting into the danger zone. And, we see this played out in various arenas, regardless of the PED use, right? Heavier guys, be it football players or WWE wrestlers or whoever they are, right? They have a harder time living past 55, 60, 65. And I don't want to focus on the WWE and the football example, but just men in general. So what is happening here is, yes, the heart is a very strong muscle, but it has a harder time sustaining that mass as we age. As we age, our hormonal profile, especially if we're eating and we're bigger, is going south. Estrogen levels, testosterone levels, insulin levels, human growth hormone levels, etc. We're not taking care of our body. Our hormones are going south. Our heart has been straining for years and years and years to take care of itself. And the older we get, the heavier we are, the harder it is for the heart to sustain that mass. And what happens? Boom, you're gone, right? You're dropping dead of a heart attack. You have heart disease, all kinds of things. So we have the known science, which tells us that the heavier you are, the harder it is for the heart to sustain that kind of mass. And then we have clowns like Duck Egg McJones over here, who's saying the heart is so strong and it's just keeping people alive that are 700 pounds despite their eating habits and whatever. Endurance running or endurance training, people are just dying of heart attacks. Mike, seriously, I don't really even know what to say. This is the biggest steaming pile of monkey piss I've heard in a long time. You are so detached from reality. You are so detached from what is taking place in the real world. Right now, you're just coming off to me as some little sculpted body, off in his little planet, eating his little food and doing his little bodybuilding thing, who's trying to give advice to the average person, and he has no fucking idea what he is talking about. So the thing that really bothers me about this is the impact it has on the fitness community, right? Or a percentage of people watching this video. This is how all the crap information gets out there. All of a sudden we're like, I shouldn't do too much cardio, because he's right. The heart is a very strong muscle. And there's a 700-pound guy in the Midwest who's not dropping dead of a heart attack yet. And the heart's strong. I don't need to do cardio, more than, year round. Like, guys, take care of yourself. You do need to do something year round. You do need to do something on a weekly basis that gets your heart rate elevated. Do you need to do endurance training? No. Do you need to do long distance swimming, running, biking? No. But yes, the only point Mike made in that video that was worthwhile is that walking 3 times a week for 20 minutes is a good habit. It is a good habit, but it's not enough to really be considered a well-rounded cardio program. You should be doing something each week that gets your heart rate elevated. So it's a good start. But all this nonsense that the heart is so strong that you don't need to do cardio year-round, you don't need to get your heart rate elevated, just go walk a couple times a week and you'll be okay. Completely detached. Mike O'Hearn, you are an idiot, in my opinion. And I'm probably an idiot in your opinion. Fair enough. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.